All right, in this episode, I'm going to talk about a concept I've learned a lot over the years, and this from way back in selling SEO services to selling physical products to selling coaching and services. I've seen this over and over the last 10 years or so, and you'll see this in life as well. And the concept is that people will always find reasons to justify whatever decision they want to make. I'm going to say it again. People will always find reasons to justify whatever decision they want to make. Now, the kicker and the weird part, and where the psychology comes into this, is that many times people don't even realize what the decision is they want to make, or they don't realize they're actually looking to justify that decision. It all happens kind of subconsciously. So I'll give you an example, but you kind of see this concept, a similar concept when it comes to like politics or sports. And you probably heard the quote before about whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right? It's kind of implying that, whatever it is that you're looking for, you're going to find. So if you're looking for reasons something's going to work, you're going to find reasons to justify that. And if you're looking for reasons why something's not going to work, you're also going to find reasons to justify that. But it's like in football, there could be a play where they're trying to determine in NFL football or something, or college football, if a receiver had his foot down in the end zone for a touchdown, or if his foot was out of bounds, right? And you'll have one whole fan base that swears that his foot was in bounds and it was a touchdown. And you'll have the entire other fan base who swears that his foot was not down in bounds and it was out of bounds and it's not a touchdown. And it's just fascinating because it's not like they are intentionally saying, well, even though I know I'm wrong, I'm going to say this because it's my team, right? They really look at it and see two different things. One side sees his foot inbounds, one side sees his foot out because they're looking for that. They're looking to justify that. They're going to say, oh, well, look at his toe, whereas the other side's going to say, well, look at his heel, right? They're finding reasons to justify. Same thing in politics. You're going to have the left and the right, and people are always going to find reasons to justify, why something is the way it is. So something will happen. And if it were to happen to, let's say somebody is a Democrat and something happens on their party side, they're going to find a reason to justify, well, this happened because, but if the same thing happened on the Republican side, they would say, well, that's not right because, and they would find a reason to justify it, even though it's the exact same thing. And the same thing would happen on the other side, the Republican to Democrat side. So in business, sometimes we'll be talking to somebody about working with us, and let's say we tell two people who are both considering working with us, we say, hey, you know what? Why don't you come into our community and interact with our team of coaches and other members and kind of get a feel for how we work. And both people will come in, and one person may come in and then a couple days later say, wow, like there were so many awesome posts from people posting that their success and their breakthroughs and what they achieve working with your team. I'm all in. I want to do this. And then the other person may say, yeah, I saw this post about this one girl said that, her ads had been doing really bad the last month. And yeah, I don't know. I just don't think this is going to, this is not something I want to do. Right. And what happened there is, even if they didn't realize that they hadn't made their mind up, both kind of already knew what decision they wanted to make. The first person really wanted to join, but was just kind of looking for justification to do that. The second person really didn't want to join, even though maybe they didn't realize it, and they were looking for justification for that. So they both did the same thing. One person sees all the good stuff. One person sees the one bad thing. And they both use those things as their justification, basically the reasons to justify whatever decision that they end up making. So when you understand this concept and you understand that people work like this, it makes it much easier to to talk to people and how you deal with people. And sometimes we'll even point this out. I may say, well, hey, you kind of overlooked like these 10 good things and you picked out this one bad thing. Do you just think this is just not something you want to do? You're not ready to work with our team? And they may say, yeah, probably. Or they may say, you know what? I didn't even see those other things, right? They completely overlooked it because they were looking for the stuff to kind of justify their decision. So anyways, fascinating concept. I wanted to bring it to your attention. And when you understand this, it really helps you to kind of understand when you're dealing with people to not really get frustrated or wonder why they make a certain decision. You just have to understand that there are some kind of strange things that happen, kind of fascinating things that happen with people when they're decision making, where even though they may seem like they could go one way or the other, deep down, they've kind of made a decision, even if they don't realize that, and they're looking for reasons to justify that decision.